Right, welcome back to 2 weeks out. I should know this, but at the moment the brain cells aren't working too well. Right, on the good news, I'm now a member of the Chisel Jawline Club again. I've been absent for quite a while, but we're getting there. So hopefully you can see, starting to get a little bit tighter. I'm as flat as a pancake today, and I'll explain why in a second. First of all, I hope you've been doing your homework, which was pick your pose and music, pick your posing, practice your routines, okay? Hopefully you've been doing that for 2 weeks. If you're anything like me, you've probably changed your mind at least 3 to 4 times about which music to use, maybe more, okay? But whatever you've got now, that's it, stick with it, don't fart around anymore, life's too short, okay? Now, you've hopefully been practicing your routine every night, so you should have that pretty down pat. For the next 2 weeks, you're going to alternate between practicing your routine and practicing your mandatory poses. But when you're practicing your mandatory poses, 2 things I need you to do. First night you do it, keep tracksuit bottoms on, use a mirror, so whenever you're actually posing, you can see your upper body. Next night, whenever you're doing it, keep the long sleeve top on and do it in your shorts or trunks, okay? So you can only focus on your lower body, because it's amazing how much you'll have forgotten to pose different muscle groups. By covering up half your body, it makes you concentrate and then makes it become more secondary nature. So hopefully your posing gets better. Right, now back to me, because that's the way it should be, okay? How's it been going for me? Let me look at the notepad. Right, 2 weeks ago I was 80.3 kilos. Last week I was 80.1, because as I said to you, I was bringing it back up to 4 days a week, early morning CV, and I was getting the diet back in line again, so I ticked off another 2.2 of a kilo. Then last week I decided it was time, we're 3 weeks out, time to hit the turbo button. So over the weekend, if you scroll down, take a look below, you'll see exactly what I did, okay? But basically, hit the go button. This week I weighed in at 79.1 kilos, so not kilo off, flat, exactly as I had planned. Because you'll take a look below, I actually cut food and I upped the exercise for a 3-day intensity period. When you're right on the borderline, the way that we are with losing the weight, and you're right on it, any changes you make a big difference. So I knew I was going to be able to up the exercise a bit, drop the food a bit, boom, kilo off. One thing you need to be careful of during this time, physically, you'll get through it, okay? You know what you have to do. You've got the plan, you go and do it. Mentally, it can make you a little bit skew-whiff, okay? You will look flatter than normal. You will really doubt about what you're doing. You're going, I'm never going to be any good at this. You know, that's normal, okay? Get over it. Don't worry about it. Don't panic. Everyone goes through that. Everyone doubts. That's why you have a plan. That's why you stick to it. At the moment, I feel flat and fat, okay? Sort of like deflated Mr. Whippy. But again, that's all psychological, okay? I'll do this for 2 days again this weekend, and then I up the carbs and hopefully fill back up and have another little run in, and that brings us nicely into the show period. Don't forget, like, subscribe, like, whatever way round it is, okay? Because next set of videos we're going to do are going to be a little daily run-in of what I do every day in the 7 days coming up to the comp. I know that's the one that everybody worries about. What do you do with water? What do you do with salt? What do you do with sugar? What do you do with your carbs? Okay, I'm going to give you a little video diary of what I'm doing every single day, so you know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it this way around. Coming back to that, I actually just sat and was looking through my notes and was thinking, how do I look like the way I'm looking this time compared to last time? As you know, it was a little experiment I did, and this time is basically half the protein, double the carbs, versus my normal double the protein, half the carbs. On the physique side, I'm definitely a little bit fuller, definitely look a bit different. The physique looks different than what it did before. Which one do I like better? I probably prefer looking like I'm made out of rock, okay, the granite hard look, but this one, the high carb, so much easier to do, brain's still functioning, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper. Now we're going to do a video on this, so subscribe so you get the video, and I'm going to give you a breakdown of how to eat on the cheap, okay? Because I worked out on the, sorry, let me look at the notepad again. Nothing like modern technology. Scrolling down. Ah, there's the right page. Now, on the carb diet, okay, on the high carb days, 4 pounds a day. On the low carb day, on the non-training day, £2.75. Okay. On the high protein, it was £6 a day and £4.80. That's dirt cheap for bodybuilding. That is so cheap. It worked out for the week. On this high carb diet, I can get by on £25 worth of food a week. 25 quid. So don't forget, subscribe. Later on, after the show, when my head's back, I will take you through exactly how we do that, how the diet breaks down. Okay, now, homework. Somewhere up here should be a little homework sign. Okay, homework for next week. Try on your bikini, your shoes if you're a female, try on your trunks if you're a guy, okay? You may have got them 6 weeks ago, you may have forgotten about them, you may put them on, and again, flappy nappy time at the back. We don't want to see that, so take a look now. You're going to be pretty close to what you're going to be like on stage. Make sure they fit. If you need to get them adjusted, now is the time to do it, not 3 days before the show when your brain cells are mush and you're in a blind panic. Second thing I want you to do, hopefully you've got your tan, you've had it ordered, it's been delivered. Try it out on a leg, an arm, on your chest, on your pec, okay? Have a go at it so you know how it goes on, trouble you may have, whether it goes patchy, whether it goes green, what you need to do differently, okay? So those are the 2 things that you need to try out. Keep practicing your posing, and remember, like, subscribe, like, and we'll see you in 1 week's time this time, and we're going to start a little video diary coming in. 2 weeks to cake time, baby, yeah! Have to make that impression. Second round is your mandatories, okay? For guys, your 11 poses. Again, girls, it depends which competition you're in and which class you're doing. That's the research you need to do. Now, whenever you get called out into that first call out, because that's where we want you to be, okay? It can be 4, it can be 6 in the call out, depending on how the head judge sees it.